If they didn't have 5 service aces, we would have seen probably a lopsided set number 1. But that service error will give Creamline the first point in set number 2.
Creamline got points from the usual and the unusual sources. Michelle Gumabao with a great job coming off the bench, coming in for the import. In the meantime, here comes the setup. Cleanly done. There's a hole. Savicevic finding that open hole.
First, it's that spot of Kyla Atienza and Eliza Valdez. Somehow they're targeting the middle part of their zone.
Ano yung pagpapalakas ng serve? It's not just power, no? It's hand action. What do you think it is?
It is hand action so that you avoid to put a spin on the ball. Kasi pag floater, mas mahirap yun i-receive eh. Dahil paminsan kumakaliwa, kumakanan pa.
In the meantime, here's a bust out of the gates by the crossovers. They are in the lead by 2 points. There will be a change in the lineup being made by Coach Meneses. Risa Sato sees action for the first time, pulling out Banaga. Alam mo, si Risa is also a good teammate. Sometimes she won't play, but she's one of the most buoyant and active along the sidelines, actually. Here we go. That's off the blockers.
Yellow Basa continuing to add on to her attack points in this ball game.
In the meantime, Sato serve. Back row. Masyadong pasulong si Galanza. Rain in the meantime will make it shine. Don't make it rain, Rain.
After Anika Valdez told me before the match, she said the team cannot be too complacent as they have a target on their backs. The Cool Smashers recognize that they are the team to beat as they're one championship away from achieving a Grand Slam. But she also mentioned how the team still chooses to enjoy the game despite all of the pressure. Now let's return to more volleyball action here in set 2.
Eliza's family, thank you, Rain. Eliza's family is here. Her father, Ruel, her mother, Lita. It's nice to know because, you know, her family, she has 2 brothers, si Eliza. And she learned volleyball playing with her brothers. Naiinis siya nung bata siya. Bigla na lang, bakit ako tinatalo lagi nito? And she learned how to play it better and now she's thankful to her 2 brothers.
And mas malapit yung Batangas dito sa Laguna.
Yes.
So
yes.
It's nice to see the parents here supporting Eliza Valdez. Meantime, that was a good play from Jasmine Nabor. Shoot set, papunta kay EJ Laure.
Si Laure naman, ang kanyang daddy, of course, is the basketball player, Eddie Laure. Here's Mylene Pahat. Gia with all Laila, that's a Gia. Morado set. That hop, skip, and set. Oh, boy.
What a jump set from Gia Morado de Guzman. He has mastered.
Diba?
Yung mga small nuances ng isang setter, mapa-jump set, or yung konting tingkayad lang, leaning back. These are the movements that confuse the blockers.
Karandang. Yellow. Gia. Galanza. Cross. Court. Shot.
Gemma Galanza, high efficiency attacking so far. She has converted most of the sets given to her by Gia Morado de Guzman.
And it's now 6-5 in favor of the Cool Smashers. Eliza Valdez serves. Doremdes gets to it. The push on 2. Gia lobs it high. Galanza.
And you take a look at Gemma Galanza's swing. Hindi siya puro braso eh. The snap of that wrist, let's take a look at this replay, was perfect for that kill.
Yep. Hindi siya full extension eh. It's more of wrist action eh.
She always makes sure na tama yung form niya.
Oh yes. Form is everything, you know. In the meantime, Sed sends it and Galanza got to it. Karandang smart to that play. The shot, block. It's still alive. Tinalikuran ni Sed. Sabi niya, bakit buhay pa? Eto si Galanza. Ah, got it!
So much variation on the attacks of Gemma Galanza right now. And they get to the technical timeout first. With his wife.
Alam mo, a little known fact about Eric, he's an excellent writer about cars. The automotive industry, master na yan. Won several prizes in competitions. In the meantime, Basa gets to it. Atienza goes to Galanza, who's been having a hot hand in the second set. The strike, yes!
And the offense of the Cherry Tigo crossovers have developed that balance. Na yes, Mylene Paat would always top score the team, pero hindi natin makakalimutan yung production ng mga kasama niya like EJ Laure and Zach Carandang as well.
Nakakatuwa kay EJ from her UST days to the present. Napaka-poised pa rin yan. Talagang yan, nothing really bothers her. Galanza with a hot hand. Yellow gets to it. It's alive. It's alive. Here comes the ball. Makes it a set to Pat. Too strong.
Too much power on that hit from Mylene Paat. Again, we don't have any challenge system in this specific game. That was a good fake approach from Jasmine Nabor. Transition to that set for Mylene Paat.
If there was the challenge, they would have challenged the touch.
Yeah.
But I think the coaches have been told it's not going to work here today. We might as well fix it first. In the meantime, here's Domingo and her serve. Laure, a little problematic. Doremdes got to it. Gia, Gemma, to the back row where there's an empty spot.
Zach Carandang, very aggressive. Jensenet, not waiting for the second touch. Great first ball from Mylene Paat.
Habang nakahiga kayong lahat, sabi ni Carandang. Her serve in play. Valdez got to it. Gia Morado digs it up. Galanza's rejected.
Baliton closing out the right angle. Gemma Galanza was going for a cross-court hit.
Medyo nabasa na ng Cherry Tigo ito. Alam nila saan pupunta. Iba talaga yung thrill pag nakaka-block kayo, no? Iba yung thrill at yung sensation. Galanza shot to the back row. Yellow scampers for it. Here goes Galanza.
Oh! Back-to-back points for Rosel Baliton. Off the block. Now this time off the attack. And we're tied again. 9 apiece. Tots Carlos will be replacing Eliza Valdez in the backcourt. Looks like Coach Sherwin Meneses is looking for more options of attack.
I love it also when the imports become to be part of the team. Ano, they want to win also. Ito, adjustment. Buhay pa yan! Pero namatay sa tubig.
After that hit, they now grab the lead. And at one point in this second frame, Creamline was up by 3 points.
Yes, and it's 4 straight points racked together by the crossovers. Let's tune in to Sherwin Meneses.
Situation o nakahabol sila, anong gagawin natin? Balik lang tayo.
You're watching the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. You have Sarmento, Neil Flores, and Rain Tixon, your trio of broadcasters for this game. Both teams, if you're just tuning in, undefeated in the tournament so far. First set went the way of Creamline, very close, 25 to 22, I believe. And this one, very spirited chase, but out of reach.
Rosel Baliton has been spectacular in that middle blocker position. scoring the last 3 points for the crossovers. Upo ulit si Risa Sato as Jeanette Panaga finds her way back in the starting unit for the Cool Smashers.
Ito yung part of the game, sasabihin ng team behind, isa lang, isa lang, isa lang, isa lang!
What a cannon of a hit from Gemma Galanza. Mainit-init pa.
Parang ano, no? Yung pandesal kaluluto lang. Si Galanza, mainit ha, 8 points na, oh. Yan ang trabaho ko sa bahay, eh. Tigabili ng pandesal. Laura drops to the deck. Here comes Savicevic and hit Nick the line.
Cherry just has to take care of that 2-point lead.
It's been close and tight except for some stretches na lumamang ng maaga yung isa 6-0 ng first set. Tapos sabi mga 3 ang lead ng Creamline kanina. Out. She misjudged the angle. But it managed to stay in. It
that
looked
was
out.
inside.
Yeah, it was inside. And officially the score is 12-11. We have it right on your screen.
9 attacks already for Gemma Galanza.
Laure, Nabor. Oh, it's out.
Rosel Baleton has been manning the net so well for the crossovers, and Sivijovic has been stepping up on offense.
Alam ni Sivijovic, yung blocker is on that line. So doon niya ihahampas, ricochet out. And it's a 2-point lead by the crossovers. Gia with a one-handed set. Panaga dumps it over. Here comes Mylene Pat, high up and out.
Overshooting the mark was Mylene Paad. They still have a 1-point lead though.
Boy, the game of strategy being played by both sides. Panaga is all ready to serve. She's waiting for the cue. She got it. And this serve in play. Laure. This is tight and difficult. Panaga got to it. Carlos aims. Does not cross over.
Cherry TIGGO has been successful in getting Creamline out of system in the past few sequences, and that's the time that Creamline has a difficult time in converting their offense.
Yes. In the meantime, we have Baleton serving. Rosel serve in play. Morado sets it up. Oh!
Yellow Basa asking for that ball from Gia Morado de Guzman. Now the lead is down to 1.
Just tie a yellow ribbon. Up.
Overreaching will be called on Jasmine Nabor.
Yes.
Naunang hawakan ni Celine Domingo yung bola,
Yeah.
and the ball was already on the court of Creamline before Jasmine Nabor was able to get a touch.
Referee Velarde was the first referee, was precise and sure about it. I think there was no hesitation on his part in making that call. We're knotted together at 14. Sivijovic got to it. Pat gets it to bite.
Right set. The pass was already there in the left wing, but Jasmine Nabor was able to do that reverse set papunta kay Mylene Paad, and Alina Bicar right now will come back alongside Dindin Santiago Manabat. Same substitution as we saw in the first set for the crossovers.
We hope you're enjoying this edition of the Premier Volleyball League coming from Santa Rosa Sports Complex here in Laguna. 2 undefeated teams battling here. Carlos connects.
Much to the delight of the Creamline fans, she's now in the ball game But she's not on the opposite side of the court. She's occupying the left pin.
We are tied at 15. How close is close? This is pretty close. Here comes her serve. Doremnes got to it. The set. It's up in the air. Double touch.
And there was a net violation.
And the second technical timeout rather. Getting there first is Cherry TIGGO. Will take slightly. All set to serve will be Laure. Referee Velarde says, let's play on, ladies. EJ Laure with 4 points off 4 attacks. The reverse set. Carlos pushes it gently into the open spot.
That's one of her favorite tactics, to go for a full approach and then last minute go for a drop ball.
It takes a special skill set to do that, to make that split-second decision when you're in mid-air, then you see the defense adjusting that way. In the meantime, we're knocking at 16. Then Carlos. They kept it in play. The push. Then Manabat to the other side. It's alive. It is Galanza dinking it over. The ball, Picar rather. Tight.
Transition slide attack works for Panaga and De Guzman. Creamline will get the lead back.
Palagay ko itong Creamline, ng mga fanbase nila, may mga chapter na rin ito. Diba?
Di ako magugulat kung meron.
Diba? Southern Philippines chapter. The president is, I might be kidding, but I'm sure there is. In the meantime, connected lahat yan, social media, I'm sure. Karandang got to it. Picar. This shot rejected. Picar recalibrates. It's off the block.
Viovic again off the block of Gia Morado de Guzman. That has been her main strategy in attacking the defense of Creamline. Go to the shorter blocker and hit it off her hands. And she has had so much success.
Simple lang siya maglaro, si Viovic. Player from Montenegro, Galanza. You know, there's a tournament in Europe that's not involved the main powers. It's called the Tournament of the Smaller States. And her country, Montenegro, has been a consistent winner there. Kasi, ang hirap kalaban yung mga Italy, mga France, di ba? Laki ng base nun eh. So they have that tournament as well. In the meantime, Galanza, malayo masyado.
And
Yellow.
That's back-to-back blocks for Dindin Santiago Manabat and Rosel Baliton. This is the tallest front line, the average height of Cherry TIGGO.
I think that's a hard wall to drive against. And in the meantime, Sherry Meneses wants to talk strategy.
Over tayo, mababagal yung nabablock pero mababagal. Ha? Sino gusto? Pagkano direct?
Probably speak in Filipino. And the other girls will help translate it for the import. But you're right, body language and just looking and listening to the terms, I'm sure they get it right away. At saka mga veterano yung mga.
And it was a simple timeout from
naman.
Coach Sherwin Meneses. Wala naman tayong babaguhin. This is the situation we are in.
Dalawa, ha? Lalo na si Yellow has been to Japan, Korea. Alanganin. May tao.
Kaya Atienza was in the way of Yellow Basa for that back row attack.
Now, the body language there is, teka, ito yung plano, ha? And you could see a rare frown from Yellow Basa because that play did not go the way they planned it. Galanza, it is held up high. In the meantime, they go back row from the pipe. Karandang yells for it. The set. Dindin. Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And the chess match between the coaching staff, yung mga substitutions nila, people might think na maliit lang yung difference, but it changes the complexion of the ball game
Absolutely.
entirely.
The crossovers with 5 straight points. Problematic, but they make do. Atienza, inabot. Well done. Panaga on a slide.
Splitting the blockers there. That's a good strategy for Gia Morado de Guzman. Na long slide attack yung ibibigay niya kay Janet Panaga, and you can just go to your usual C set for Gia Magalanza.
Gia will serve. Her team currently down. She has done that much so far in terms of setting.
Oh,
She's red hot here today.
after getting 2 consecutive block points, she gets 2 consecutive attack points. Job well done for Vicar and Santiago Manabat.
Boy, they created the gap we have right now. 22-18 here in the second set. First set going the way of Creamline. Nabor, long.
Creamline still has to get 3 consecutive points. Now they will have Yellow Basa, Janet Panaga, and Tots Carlos.
In front. Galanza, Laure, digging it up. Savijevic. Big dig by Gia from downstairs. Counter by Laure. Nabor with a set. Double rejection. It is out. There's no challenge. I think Yellow was
asking for a challenge. But it will not be implemented, so it will be up to the first referee to make the final calls this entire game. And with that point of the Cherry Tigo crossovers, they now have a 4-point lead.
And they're tiptoeing towards the finish line here. Elena Savijevic. Long. Janet Panaga will serve. She has also improved vastly. Laure. But Gia unable to handle the red-hot volleyball. And we arrive at set point for Cherry Tigo.
Shaya Odorodor will be serving for the crossovers. They're hoping to make a final ace to seal the second set.
Si Rosel Baliton, parang little girl. Natuwa, ano? Papasok si Adorador. Halika, 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 halika. That's hard job, ah. Coming off the bench, tapos serve ka. Naku, ang hirap nitong set nito. Ginawa ng paraan. But hammers it down. And the second set belongs to Cherry Tigo.